Hi guys, I hope you are all doing good. Okay, so finally you will be preparing for your NEET examinations which are going to be held at September 12. I hope you all are fine and good. So in this video we will see what are the important topics in physics for NEET. Okay, so as we have only 1 month more, it is very difficult to recall all those things and all those stuffs which you have studied since it is a very vast syllabus. Okay, so considering that evaluating the past year previous year question papers of NEET, I have concluded to that particular topics, and I have concluded with some particular topics which are really very important, and it will help you to ace your scores in NEET by practicing these chapters MCQs within this 1 month period of time. You can do it better and get approximately 150 plus marks in physics. Okay, yeah. So before getting into that video, if you haven't subscribed to Study with Scarlett, do subscribe now. Okay, yeah. So we will move, and coming to first topic which is very important in the point of NEET examination physics is Young's double slit experiment. Okay, so this topic comes from optics, and it is a very important thing to learn. Okay, so probability of Young's double slit experiment can be asked in NEET 2021 is really 110% I would say, because in all the previous year question analyzed from 2015, whether it is phase 1 or phase 2 NEET, Young's double slit experiment is asked. Okay, yeah. So if you hadn't studied any concept from Young's double slit experiment, please do study. It is really an important topic. Okay, yeah. Next, moving to the next thing, it is the Bohr's model of atom. Many questions were asked from this chapter following the previous year questions. While analyzing the previous year questions from 2015, many questions were asked. Okay, so the chapters are arranged, I mean the topics are arranged in an order of the probability. So more than 100% probability is there. Then coming to the next topic, which is of unit and dimensions. Okay, so sure questions 1 or 2 will be asked from this chapter, and it's really a very easy chapter to study. So don't miss this chapter. Okay, so students, what they will do really is thinking that unit and dimensions is very easy. They will just read out the formula and forgot to solve the problems. But the real problem comes here in units and dimension. In each options there is a trick, that is the whether the units I mean the values units will be different. So what you have to do is you have to practice more questions so that it is very easy for you. Fine. So in units and dimensions, sure questions can be asked from error and dimensions. In error, very important thing is your percentage error. Okay, so percentage error is very important. So don't forget to learn that. And dimensions of particular quantity, several things, that is electric field, what is the force, dimension of force, work done, potential difference, everything has a particular value of dimension. I hope you would have learned that in one of my video in which I have explained the units and dimension in 2 parts video. If you hadn't watched that, please do watch that. Okay, yeah. So in that you can find all the values and the dimensions here. So this chapter is a very easy, and it can get you up to 8 to 12 marks can be short confirmed. Okay, yeah. Next is de Broglie wavelength. It has a probability of around 100%, which means the wavelength formula. Okay, so de Broglie wavelength and frequency, then the Planck's constant related problems, then this thing. Okay, and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle problems. So these are the questions which can be asked from your de Broglie wavelengths. Okay, so don't omit this thing. De Broglie wavelengths from dual nature of matter and radiation is very important. Okay, yeah. Next, moving on to the next topic, which is electromagnetic waves. Similar to units and dimension, it is also a very easy chapter in class 12. Okay, so in that you will find various ray, that is X-ray, wavelength of X-ray, ultraviolet ray. So you have to arrange. Okay, so regarding that you have to study in the order, learn the order frequency of various rays. Okay, and then the wavelength, which is in if you studied any one thing, that is your frequency or the wavelength, you can write both the thing. And then regarding the electric field relationship, electromagnetic waves relationship between the electric field, magnetic field, wavelength and frequency, and the probability is 100%, since it is a very small chapter and it is a very easy chapter. Okay, yeah. So don't miss this chapter. It is a very important easy chapter where you can score your marks very really good. Okay, yeah. Next, coming to next thing, which is your ray optics. In ray optics, prism and telescope is important. Okay, so don't miss out these topics. The probability for ray optics is 95%. Okay, similar to the Young double slit experiment, prism and telescope is also very important. Next thing is resistance, which is for current electricity. So you have to know about the resistance. Then subtopics of resistance, which is your conductance, then resistivity, what is resistivity, what is conductivity, and what will happen to the temperature. It will, whether it will increase, increasing the temperature will increase or decrease, then relationship between various particular terms, Ohm's law. So these are the things we have to know about the resistance. Okay, yeah. Then next, moving on to the thing which is your logic gates. Okay, so it is has a probability of around 89% that their logic gate can be drawn and asked, which whether it is an AND gate or NOR gate. Okay, so an AND gate, like that it can be asked. Okay, so logic gates, coming to that part, it is a very important topic and easiest syllabus. Okay, if you have learned with tricks, it will stay forever in your memory. So don't forget to learn the logic gates. It is very simple and easy, but quite interesting, and it will help you to score around 8 to 10 marks if learned thoroughly. Okay, and while learning logic gates, the thing to understand is, don't just mug up the logic gates. You have to understand the conceptuals and what will happen if two logic gates or two gates join and it will form what, like that you have to learn just by learning those things. Okay, what are the formula, a plus b, a bar b bar, it will not help. Instead you have to learn, understand what if these two can be combined, what we will be getting. So that concept is very important in logic gates. Okay, yeah. Moving to the next thing, capacitors. Okay, so capacitors in various types, it has a probability of around 89%. Okay, so similarly how resistance is connected, that is the parallel resistance and series resistance, if it is connected, and various type of resistance arrangement, similarly you have to learn. Okay, so this resistance and capacitors are similar to that, but you will be finding some various similar differences and you will be emphasizing on that. Okay, so you have to learn these both concepts thoroughly. How it is, how will you confirm whether it is series, how will you confirm that resistance is parallel, like that you have to learn for capacitors too, and it has a probability of around 89%. Then parallel plate capacitor, air filled capacitor, many types are there, you have to learn that too. Next, coming to the photoelectric effect. So the thing you have to learn about this, the photoelectric effect, which is a very important and easiest concept forever. And the photoelectric effect, you have to find that the frequency, what is about the threshold frequency and frequency, that relation, and how we will deal with that problem, and how you have to simplify the values you should know, and how you should do the calculation, simplify that and save your time. Okay, and next topic is your radioactivity. Coming to the radioactivity, what things you have to know is the half-life, how to find that half-life. They will be giving a particular half-life, and they will be giving that how, what amount is not decayed, what amount is left decayed, left undecayed, then how many years the old of that carbon copy or the radioactivity time. Okay, and regarding this, another important concept is, they will be giving that amount of undecayed is this times the amount of decayed, and you have to find that, and you will be having that comparison with the power of 1 by 2. So these are the concepts which are very important. Radioactivity, this is a very important topic, so just don't omit these things. A law of radioactivity and that unit of radioactivity, curie, and what are the other units and comparison with those. So you have to learn all these. Okay, and radioactivity, in radioactivity the options may be changed, the values may be same, but the units will be changed, so curie to the 4, like that, and you have to learn those things. Yeah, so it has a probability of around 89%. Next, coming to the organ pipe. So you have learned about this closed organ pipe and open organ pipe, what are the various types and what you will be learning, and what you have to find and the length, like that you have to see the various things which are related to the organ pipe problems. So these type of problems you have to concentrate more, since it is more confusing and more difficult for the average persons. Okay, so 80% of persons feel this difficult, so you have to concentrate more, and it has a probability of around 89%. Next, coming to heat engine and refrigerator. So heat engine and refrigerator, you have your Carnot's heat engine where you will be finding the efficiency or neta, and you will be finding the various things. Okay, so Carnot's engine, so it has an efficient probability of 78%, and you will be dealing with the efficiency. Then what is that refrigerator's relations with that Carnot's engine, and you have changing that interchanging exchanging thing. So you have to learn about this thing. Okay, so either coming to this thing, you have to learn both these. Okay, so either the conceptuals or the theory, conceptuals, theory plus your problematic things. So you have to learn both these here. So for in this you have to give both importance for theory plus problem. You have to read the mechanisms. Okay, so it will be helping you. Okay, and next thing is Doppler effect. So Doppler effect, coming to Doppler effect, it is also a very easy topic if understood clearly and correctly with several concepts, but if mugged up you may feel difficult. Okay, so try to understand the Doppler effect in a particular period of time. For instance, say you can spend at least 2 hours for that to learn Doppler effect, and you can solve various problems around 50 to 100 questions, so you'll be getting thorough in this Doppler effect. So Doppler effect is a very important thing, and it is a very easy thing to learn too if learned correctly. Okay, and next coming to friction and collision. So friction, various types: sliding friction, rolling friction, kinetic, static friction. So what are those, and what is that frictional constant, and how to find that, and if it is given friction, how to find that force, like that you have to know. And collision in the sense inelastic collision, elastic collision, and what is the value of E, less than 1 or equal to 1 or between 1. Okay, what will happen in the case of elastic collision, inelastic collision, so you have to learn about that. Then coming to gravitation. So gravitation is a very interesting syllabus, and it is a very AC topic to learn. In this you have to learn variation of acceleration due to gravity with respect to height, depth and latitude. Okay, so what is the formula, and you have to compare between the height and depth, and what will happen in the latitude. Coming to the latitude, you have to learn whether it will increase in poles and equator. Okay, so this thing, and you have to learn the formula for everything. So this will conclude the gravitation chapter, and it will very and it will help you to be getting good scores in this chapter. Okay, so you can expect minimum 8 marks from this chapter, so don't miss this chapter. And next thing is a potentiometer experiment from current electricity. So you have various experiments of potentiometer, so you have to learn that, and how to find the value, length of the wire, and finally everything. So you have to learn, and that potential difference, everything. Okay, so potentiometer is very important, so learn that. It is a very easy topic too. Okay, so this concludes our video, and if you find this video useful, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching. And if you need this video regarding like this for chemistry, you can comment, and I'm making that for the video for chemistry is coming soon. And again, one thing I want to say is you can cross check this thing with your previous year question paper, and you can expect all those questions. Okay, and apart from this, I'm insisting you to read all those chapters, so it will be helping you to score good marks if one around or on 40 to 50 marks from which will be coming out of this important syllabus. Okay, so this is just for your last minute revision to make you relaxed, and keep you stopped from and keep you okay, so strong, and strong in your concepts. So I just did this video, and if you find this video useful, please do like, share and comment. So thank you for watching.